The free rein drifter. What do you do when the most dangerous player on the pitch is the one who looks like they are doing the least? This is the free rein drifter. They are the players given a special license by their manager to go wherever they want. While everyone else is sprinting to press or track back, the drifter is just drifting. They might be listed as a right winger, but you'll find them in the middle of the pitch or over on the left wing. This creates a massive structural problem. If a defender follows them, they leave a huge hole in the defense. If they ignore them, the drifter will eventually find a pocket of open space where they can receive the ball and destroy the defense. Eden Hazard at Chelsea was the perfect version of this. His captain, John Terry, famously said the team let Hazard stay forward because he was so dangerous that it was worth having other players cover his defensive work. Defenders who played against him said it was like he was invisible. One second he was gone, and the next, he would have the ball at his feet with 10 yards of space in every direction. The free rein drifter is not just hard to defend because they're fast. They're hard to defend because they force your team to break all its rules. It's a battle of logic, and usually, the drifter wins by being exactly where you did not expect them to be. The body shield. Picture this. The ball is played in behind the defense. You are a defender, and you are shoulder to shoulder with one of the greatest strikers in the world. You think you have got him covered, but then it happens. Without being violent or obvious, the attacker swings their arm across your chest. It's just enough contact to break your stride for a split second, but their speed doesn't change at all. Then, they plant their foot right in your path. Suddenly, their entire body is between you and the ball. This is the body shield. It's a tactical trap. If you try to reach around them for the ball, you will trip them and give away a penalty. If you stay back, they have a clear path to score. You have not been beaten by speed or a fancy trick. You have been beaten by physics. Cristiano Ronaldo was a master of this. Former Premier League players say this was the secret that made his goals truly unstoppable. He did not just shoot better than everyone else. He positioned himself so perfectly that you could not legally touch the ball without fouling him. The strength of the body shield is that it turns a fair fight into an impossible choice. For a defender, the only way to win is to see the situation coming and stop it before the attacker ever gets their arm across your chest. Once that contact happens, the battle is already over. The tempo changer. Have you ever seen a defender do everything right, read the run, track the player, time the tackle, and still get beaten? That is the work of the tempo changer. Most players run at a constant speed, but a tempo changer treats their pace like a volume knob. They might approach a defender at 70% speed, making the defender feel comfortable. But just as the defender prepares to make a tackle, the attacker finds a hidden gear and explodes to 100% in just 2 strides. The defender is not beaten because they went the wrong way. They are beaten because their brain was tracking a player moving at one speed, and suddenly, that player is moving at another. By the time the defender's body realizes the pace has changed, the attacker is already gone. Cristiano Ronaldo was the master of this. Defenders who faced him said they would literally count the seconds until they could tackle him, but his sudden burst of speed meant the clock always ran out before they could move. He did not need to change direction to beat you. He just needed to change his tempo at the exact moment you were most committed to your run. It is not just about being fast, it is about being fast at the exact moment the defender thinks they have caught you. The first touch eliminator. Imagine you are a defender. Kevin De Bruyne is about to receive a pass on the edge of your box. You are closing in fast, and you are perfectly timed for a slide tackle right as he touches the ball. In your head, you have already won. But here is the problem. De Bruyne does not just control the ball. He uses his first touch to delete you from the game. Instead of the ball stopping, his touch is perfectly weighted and angled to put the ball exactly where he can shoot, while moving it just an inch past your reaching leg. This is the first touch eliminator. Most players touch the ball to get ready to shoot, but for the elite, the touch is the attack. By the time you realize he's moved the ball, it's already gone. Former players describe his shots as feeling different. It is not just that they are fast, it is that the setup happens so quickly that your brain hasn't even finished processing the first touch before the ball is in the back of the net. You were not too slow, the tackle window was closed before you even got there. The lesson for any defender? If you wait for De Bruyne to take his first touch, you have already lost. The positional ghost. Have you ever wondered how some players always seem to be completely wide open, even in the middle of a crowded game? This is the positional ghost. While everyone else is sprinting, tackling, and shouting for the ball, the ghost looks like they are not even playing. They might stand still out wide or drop deep into a boring part of the pitch. Defenders are trained to watch active threats, the guys running fast or dribbling. Because the ghost looks passive, the defense's brain literally ignores them to focus on someone else. But this is a trap. The ghost is waiting for the exact second the defense forgets they exist. One quick pass, and suddenly they have the ball in a dangerous spot with 10 yards of space in every direction. Roberto Firmino at Liverpool was the master of this. Defenders said he was the player they noticed the least in pre-match meetings, but the one who caused the most trouble on the pitch. While defenders were busy panicking about the speed of Salah and Mane, Firmino would quietly drop into a pocket of space behind them. By the time the defense realized he was there, he was already turning to play a killer pass. The positional ghost proves that in football, being ignored is a superpower. They do not beat you with speed, they beat you by making you think they are not even there.
The press-resistant receiver. What happens when you execute a perfect press, but you still do not win the ball? This is the world of the press-resistant receiver. Most players panic when they are surrounded, but a press-resistant receiver is different. They do not beat you with muscles or a sprint. They beat you with their brain. Before the ball even reaches them, they have scanned the pitch 3 times. They know exactly where you are, how fast you are moving, and which way your body is leaning. Because they have already made their decision, their first touch is a trap. They take the ball in a way that makes your perfect tackle arrive just a millisecond too late. You have done everything your coach asked. You close the gap, you cut off the passing lane, and yet the ball is already gone. Thiago Alcantara at Liverpool is the ultimate example. Defenders who played against him said it felt like he was playing a different sport. He would receive the ball in the middle of a crowd and pass his way out like he was alone on the training ground. The real danger of this player is not just tactical, it is psychological. After a defender presses perfectly and still fails 3 or 4 times, they start to doubt themselves. They hesitate. They lose their edge. The press-resistant receiver doesn't just beat your defense, they break your team's belief in its own system.
The vision passer. A vision passer does not beat you with a hard pass. They beat you with a pass you did not even know was possible. Most defenders are trained to watch the obvious targets. If you are a defender, you are looking at the striker or the winger making a run. You feel safe because you have covered the danger you can see. But the vision passer sees a space that does not look dangerous yet. They find a teammate who is completely unmarked because the defense did not think a pass could reach them from that angle. By the time your brain realizes the ball has been kicked, it is already at the feet of an attacker in a position your team was not ready to defend. Paul Pogba was the master of this. Defenders who played against him said that giving him even 1 second on the ball was a disaster. It was not because he was going to outrun you. It was because in that 1 second, he had already spotted a gap 40 yards away that nobody else in the stadium noticed. The vision passer creates a cognitive problem. They do not just move the ball, they rewrite the rules of the game in real time. To stop them, you cannot just be in the right position. You have to anticipate the pass that your coach told you was impossible to make.
The complete problem. What do you do when your own game plan becomes your biggest weakness? This is the complete problem. Most elite players have one superpower, but the complete problem has all of them at once. If you prepare for their speed, they beat you with their vision. If you prepare for their passing, they beat you with their first touch. The more specifically you plan for one of their skills, the more you leave yourself open to all the others. It is a tactical trap where every choice you make is the wrong one. Lionel Messi is the ultimate version of this. Throughout his career, defenders described a nightmare cycle. They would spend all week preparing for his movement, only to be beaten by his physical body positioning. They would prepare for his body positioning, only to find out that he had already drifted into a completely different zone. The complete problem is not just a harder version of a normal player. It is a player who makes your preparation work against you. You defend the player you studied in the meeting, but the player you face on the pitch is all of them at once. In the end, the only way to stop a complete problem is not with a better plan. It is with a prayer that they have an off day. And that is every type of elite player impossible to defend explained. If you think a player I used does not fit, or if I missed a specific type entirely, let me know in the comments. I want to know which player you think is the hardest to defend against. To see how these individuals fit into the wider system, check out my video on every tactical role in football explained. I will see you there.